Let's take this moment to do some stretches. Since there's nobody in here, and I don't want to get carpal tunnel at 24. I had a dream that my body was see-through. Like, the skin was like clear plastic. But it was like soft, it felt like skin, but it just looked like water in there. It was so weird. It was like you could see all my organs. It's like I would pick up my arm and it would just look like a sack of water, like a human limb form, but instead of skin, it was like clear, like soft skin textured plastic, and then you could just see all like my muscles and tendons and stuff. That was really weird. Yeah, anyway. Oh my god. Now we gotta drink water. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we got our water, we got our stretches. Okay, now we can go. I really want to erase this like color that I have on the stool or whatever. It's been bothering me. It's like I did not ask for this. My boss texted me late last night asking if I could cover for somebody. I should have pretended to be asleep. I really should have, but I didn't. Now I'm mad at myself that I have to go cover for someone because I just could not say no. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyways. Okay, skeleton time. So we have to put the skeleton over our character we already did. Hi, good morning, everybody. Anyways, okay. So we're gonna start off with our skeleton as always. And today we're going to be doing a female character, female presenting. I want her character, I was thinking about it before I started the live. I really want her character to represent somebody who's kind of been, who was always like a really nice person, but and still is to a certain extent. But when it comes, like, the typical character that is still somewhat like traditional in the sense that like they still like men romantically, but in general they kind of hate men, and I do mean hate them, and it's mostly because of how they've made her feel, not necessarily that she's not beautiful enough or anything like that, but more so the fact that they feel like they made her feel that beauty is all she has. Like when she feels like there's a lot more to her, right? So that's pretty much her vibe. You know, I feel like there's a lot of pretty girls who feel like they have to utilize their pretty, otherwise they're not going to get anywhere. And that's kind of the vibe that this character is going to give off. Like, they've been to lots of things, and sometimes their pretty even gets in the way. It gets in the way of them getting things that they want to do done, and in a way it makes it seem like their pretty is getting them what's it called? It's getting them more privileges when really it's just standing in their way. And sometimes it makes them resent their beauty, or makes them resent the things that people say, like. And then so whenever they try to complain to somebody that this is happening, like, hey, like, I don't really like to be so quote unquote beautiful because other people, like, because what's it called, because sometimes like people treat me differently because of it. I mean, it's not always a good thing. And those are the types of people that they can't really talk about their problems because other people, they feel like other people don't really take it very well. um we're gonna have her shoulders lean in a bit, kind of like she is using her pretty, but with her, like, her body language, but her face is kind of it's going to be a little bit different than what we usually do. Anyways, so she doesn't feel like she can tell people her problems because a lot of people find it like, oh wow, you really have such hard, difficult life problems, blah blah blah. You, I would kill to be as pretty as you, or blah 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 blah. They say those types of things, and she constantly feels unheard, right? So she has to go through life not really talking about her problems because nobody will even listen to her, and they'll kind of just blow her off like she's making a mountain out of a molehill. And that's the character we're drawing today. So she does use her pretty for certain things, but it's mostly because she feels like, what am I supposed to do? Nobody will take me seriously. Um, Nobody will even listen to me about my problems to help me fix it. So I guess this is what I have to do. And then she has this cynical outlook on people and men in general, that they're all disgusting scum, uh, which that might be, at least in her outlook in life. But most of it's because they've treated her like scum, so she's only working with the experiences she's gotten. Even the quote unquote nice guys just, you know she assumes everybody likes her for the same superficial reasons, which might be the case, you know but who are we to say? Okay, so we're gonna kind of extend her arm out a little bit. I want her arm to give off the impression that she's kind of leaning, and leaning her body and leaning her, like, she's being very passive towards men. So she's obviously, still using her beauty, but she's kind of distancing herself from men at the same time. So I want to put another stool here later on. Um, but for now, we're just going to do this. Let's go ahead and erase that old line work that we did for the skeleton. Alright. And we're just going to have her kind of like almost leaning forward. Almost leaning forward. Sometimes she even like comes home and feels a little bit icky for some of the things that she does. And so when people tell her like, "Oh, you use your looks to get ahead," like, she knows that she doesn't want to do that. And so she does feel bad about it, but she also feels kind of alienated by the people who won't let her talk about her problems in the first place. Right? So, anyways, that's the vibe. I feel like I haven't really done a character like this. I know I say that a lot, but a lot of characters go unspoken. They go untalked about. Poor little pretty girl. but I mean that does exist, and you don't have to be astronomically like Victoria's Secret or whatever, like status in community to be deemed the pretty, quote unquote, pretty girl. Sometimes men don't really have very much. If you look a certain way, like they will just assume you're like that, and it's very off-putting sometimes. Lots of my friends have told me similar stories, and one thing about that is just like, and I do want to show this in the show, is the fact that they're like, oh no, it's okay, they didn't mean anything by it. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna make excuses for people either. I don't like when people do that. I feel like you need to be, if you can't be your own advocate, like, what's going on? There's something going on where you don't feel like you deserve to be respected. And that in turn makes me want to take care of them, but I know that doesn't fix the problem. So anyways, okay, so here we go. We have the skeleton now, for the most part, in place, and then now we're just gonna create the leg box. I don't know what else to call it. The leg box, at the same angle as the shoulders. Okay, and then so now we're gonna go to the body and start fleshing that out. I know skeletons aren't very fun, but they do help, right? They do help when it comes to creating a character. Some people do the shape route. I personally really, really like the skeleton route. So I do want to look, I want it to look like she's leaning her shoulder out. So she will kind of have like this pointy, almost like type of look to her shoulder. And then of course, she's going to be wearing standard, what's it called? Bartender type clothing. So right now she kind of looks like a Roblox character, but we'll kind of soften her up later. I just want to get the general shape of the clothes out so we can get rid of the skeleton. So yeah, so she's going to be wearing like typical bartender clothes. So like a long black V-neck, hair pulled up in a ponytail or down. I haven't decided. Oh, I tried to erase that. There we go. Okay. And it is going to be slightly fitted, right? Because for most clothing as a bartender, it has to be fitted. Although I will say that we do get a lot of leeway in like the type of, I've been a bartender before, so I guess it's kind of like past experience just a little bit. Oh, we should make this arm kind of like line up with the bust line. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna kind of bring the arm out just a little bit more since it is extending, but we're gonna bring it out on the outside like that. And then we're gonna bring the bust line in just a little bit. Now, a lot of the time, if I do see characters like this in TV or shows, they kind of give the impression like they've given up, which I don't want to do with this character. I don't want it to seem like being pretty is all they have. I want it to seem like they have everything and they're aware of it. They're very self-aware. unfortunately, because they do have these obstacles of, people treating them differently based on their looks, they don't really get as many opportunities as people who can accurately portray their smarts, right? Like when you look at them, you think that, because a lot of things, even in the intellectual world, are very superficial right now. If you don't look the part, they will not give it to you sometimes, or they will second guess you until you make a name for yourself, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I always knew. I was always a fan of this person." Blah 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 blah. Um, or maybe that's my cynical viewpoint, but hey, it kind of fits the topic of today, right? Just a little bit. I do want to make her very shapely, just to like to deepen the this persona of like somebody who does keep up with her appearance. Um Also, she kind of has this like mindset that's like, why do I have to downplay my looks or make my looks worse in order to to maintain um good stature with people who treat me differently? I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to change or be quote unquote ugly in order to for people to treat me right. That's messed up, and she's very adamant about that. It's kind of one of her microaggressions, I guess, very major aggressions, because she's very open about it. Anyways, so we are going to be bringing, I had to take a breather because I was talking for a while. But we are going to be bringing her arms out. I know this isn't the funnest part of the drawing characters with me, but I think it is very important. So now that we have like the basic structure of this character out of the way, we are going to, oh, hold on. I completely forgot that we're leaning her over. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and twist the body around just a little bit. I'm going to bring it and straighten it here. And then we're going to twist these little middle parts. Oh. And then connect the lines. Which really sucks. I thought I created like a really solid like line for her, but it's okay. Okay, so now we're gonna connect these lines with these lines. Like this. I might end up just even like redrawing these lines. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so since we have them leaning over, we're gonna go ahead and just have it still come in a little bit, and then have her hips kind of like straight. And then we'll just redraw the shorts. It's fine. And yeah, I think this looks a lot better actually. I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad I put it in the skeleton. See, that's why skeletons are very important. They're very important because sometimes you forget your general idea. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the skeleton and fix all the in-betweens. Oh, actually, it looks pretty nice. I don't think there's too much that we have to change about it. So we're going to just widen these hips a little bit. Not too much. And then redraw the hip line. Okay, cool. It actually turned out not too shouldery as I thought. I do want to lower them just a little bit. I feel like they are just kind of like protruding outwards. And then we'll bring in this one too. And bring out, I want to bring it out a little bit too. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. All right, so now that we have that done, we're gonna put the skeleton back on, and we're going to go to where I do the hair. Oh wait, I forgot to do the head. Hold on. I knew I was missing something. I missed the head. I've lost my head. Okay, I'm gonna straighten out my legs because I'm starting to lose all feeling. Sorry, you guys, about the movement. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna just draw in the head real quick. Boop, 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 boop. We're just gonna trace it from the skeleton I made. I feel like it was okay. And then if we need to, we'll adjust the face. Okay. And then the neck. Okay, cool. So now we can fully erase the skeleton. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Hi, good morning. Hey, zombie, what's good? Sorry, I feel like that was so loud of me. Let me see. Oh my god, he's bald. Okay, so now we're gonna do the hair. I want to give her like this, like almost like slick, smooth hair. It goes all the way down. I don't know if I want to give her this type of hair or if I want to give her the type of hair where like she puts it in a bun. I kind of want to do that. I haven't decided yet. Half up, half down with a bun. Ooh, that might be cute. I'm loud, so it's okay. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer. A lot of people don't guess Cancer though. I think I am gonna start going back and like kind of like actually coloring in my my lips instead of making them just like black lips. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I've done it with some of my other cartoons. Like, I've colored in the lips on, like, some of my shorts that I've made. But, I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and adjust some of the facial features. Oh my god, I did this on the wrong layer. Oh. Okay, hold on. I do this all the time. What's wrong with me? Okay. Boop, boop. And then I just gotta do this eye. Boop. Okay. So let me erase this one now. I kind of want to give her micro bangs too, like mini bangs. I don't know. I feel like that's like very pretty. I don't know if it fits like the social standard of like like the pretty girl, but I don't know. I just feel micro bangs are so freaking pretty. I feel like they were more in trend back in the 90s, but I'm also a sucker for anything from the 90s, so it makes sense that I would like them. I went ahead and took out the scalp line. Girl, I make mistakes like that all the time. I get so mad when I draw on the wrong layer. Oh, me too. I always draw on the wrong layer. You guys, it's such a problem. I really need to get it under control. I really do. It's one of these days it's gonna be I'm gonna do one that's like it's not gonna be easily fixable the way it was today. We are gonna go ahead and give her her little part in the back so she doesn't look like a dome. And then I do want to give her a little bit I thought I wanted to give her like very slick hair, but I do want to give her a little bit of volume towards the top. And see, but this is a little bit different than Argo's hair. I know Argo has a little bit has that like straight long voluminous hair, but it's different with Argo because Argo, as you can see, like in certain parts, her hair is still very much like that of her sister, in which like where she like has this like almost frizzy hair. So no matter how much she tries to brush it, it's always going to be a little bit puffy. It's never going to be that slick, straight hair that people look for. So I feel like when you see it in the show, it's definitely it's gonna show like the difference between that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and adjust the face up here. I am gonna give her her eyebrows because I don't know. I feel like eyebrows are very, very important. We're just gonna give her these like tiny eyebrows. Okay, so I do want to give her kind of like a Marilyn Monroe like sultry look. That's why I gave her like these like almost like slanted eyes towards the top. I do want to make her lips just a little bit smaller. I don't know. I feel like the type of person that a man usually like treats differently as far as like womanly figures is people with like very small features and big round eyes, sometimes very like sultry eyes, right? Something that makes them feel larger in comparison. Now, that's not all men, but of course, this is a character that is very turned off by the idea of men because they've made her feel like all she has is her looks. And that's all she'll ever have, regardless of how self-aware she is about her talent and about her abilities. I do want to bring the nose out a little bit more than it is right now, since she is looking in this direction. And then, of course, she has her little mole. Did I not draw it on this layer? Hold on. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, I did not. Okay, so we're gonna move it here. And we're gonna come up here. There we go. I do want to kind of change her face shape just a little bit, but for now, this is okay. I don't know if you... I'm a Leo, but I act like a Cancer because I cry a lot. My son even thought... Your son? What? Oh, your aunt. Your aunt thought you were a Cancer. I feel like it's different. So I feel like when a Cancer cries, they're crying because they love something so much, right? They're crying because they just care way too much, right? Versus when a Leo cries, and this is just past experiences with other Leos. My partner's a Leo, so I'm constantly around them. My sister's also a Leo. All of my friends have always been Leos. Very weird in that way. But anyways, yeah, so they've all been Leos. And one thing about them is, like, if they cry, it's more so because, and this isn't a slap, but they've just, like, people don't understand their vision, I guess. So they start to cry. They think like, oh, people just don't get it. And that's what I've seen from Leos, at least in my personal experience. I do want to change this, like, lump that I want to make it almost like straighter on the top. So we're gonna erase right here. Yeah, and we'll kind of create this, like, there we go. And then we'll clean it up a bit because we do want her to have, like, that beautiful straight slicky hair. Okay. Okay, so I feel like it's gonna look a lot better once we color it in. I'm gonna go into the skeleton because I forgot the hands again. I always forget the hands. Let me go ahead and draw her cup. There we go. And then her hand over here. There we go. Okay, so now we can fully take out the skeleton and start doing the color. I cry for beautiful things, but everyone says Leos are always happy. They're not emotional. You cry for beautiful. I cry because I care for everything and everyone. Well, I mean, things are not always absolute, right? They're not absolute. So sometimes our character with our character in what's it called? With what people try to portray us as doesn't really match. And that's okay. I want to give her, like, caramel-like skin, but I feel like I've already done way too many of those types of I want them to easily contrast between each other. So I am going to give this girl, a slightly paler complexion. Almost like a milky complexion. Not like the usual, like, tan that I usually do. I want it to be almost gray. I might brighten her up a little bit later. But for now, I kind of like this color. I'll keep it like this for now. The reason I'm so adamant, like quick to color right now is because I don't like seeing all these lines. It's messing up my programming in my head. You guys, before, because I was born way before Brittany Murphy died, so I sound so bad. Aw, no. I love Brittany Murphy movies though. I think she was such a great actress. Did you want to give her like this like brown hair? It's like not mousy. It's not black. Oh. It's like almost chocolate brown hair. And then I want to give her some low light. I mean some highlights. I feel like that's something I haven't played around with my characters just yet a whole bunch. I feel like the brown hair really makes her come to life. And yeah, I want to give her some like gold lowlights or highlights, I mean. Oh my god. There we go. Oh my god, my stomach is growling, you guys. No. I hate when my stomach does that. Like during a stream. I swear if I don't eat like right away as I wake up, like that starts happening. It's so embarrassing because sometimes I go to work without eating breakfast and like my stomach will start sounding like a whale during during work, and I'm like, "Oh my god. This is okay." So we are going to do like a slightly, it's not going to be black, it's going to be like almost black because I do have black, what's it called? Line art, so. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh my god, my stomach. They got a lot. Cause I saw her with the girl who does Coraline. Oh, you mean Dakota Fanning? Oh, you're talking about the movie Uptown Girls, aren't you? Yeah, I've seen that movie so many times. So many times. It's a great movie. Okay, I kind of want to change your shorts to be like maybe like a gray or something. I don't know yet. Maybe a gray would be better. I don't want it to be all one thing. I mean, bartenders usually have to wear all black, though. Is the thing. Oh, I drew that. What? I thought that it was a skeleton line or something. I guess not. Okay, well, that tells me that. And then I'm gonna fix the shoulder later. I have so many fake friends or friends taken away from someone else. What do you mean? Okay, I do want to go into her face and kind of color her lips though. If this doesn't work out the way I think it is, then I might go back, I might revert back. But this is the first time we're trying out the colored lips on this specific cartoon. I almost want to give her like, I don't know, like a sultry red lip. Oh, I put eraser. Oh my god. Okay, so I do like the color. I do kind of want to change her lip shape just a little bit. I mean, this was a trace for the lips, so I do feel like I lost some of the definition. There we go. And then we'll just go back to the cherry red. And add that color in again. I like it. I do. I will say it is a little, I'll have to perfect it because when you do have the red lips, it does give off the illusion that's like, your tongue sticking out or something, or you're like licking your lips. And I definitely don't want that to be the impression. But for now, that's fine. I am gonna go into the hair layer because it didn't mark the way I thought it did. Oh my god, I might have to get up early because my stomach will not stop making noise. You're lagging, never mind. How's Mean Girl Lola? I haven't really developed Mean Girl Lola too much. She is going to be in the first mini-sode though. So you guys will get to see more of Mean Girl Lola. She is going to be in the very first one. A little bit. She's not going to be in there like complete, like a super big scene, but she is going to have her own scene, like towards the end of the episode. So I'm excited about that. I had already planned out the first mini-sode, or the first few scenes of the show. And the first, I'll just give you guys the characters that are going to be in this mini-sode that I know of. There might be more, but these are the characters I know are going to be in there. And it's Lola, Argo, and Danny. those are the ones I know for sure that you guys know of that are gonna be in the show. The first episode. You wanna watch Uptown Girls again? Watch it. Do it. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead. That'll be it for today. I might go and tweak her up a bit. I still haven't tweaked the character we did last time, but I've just been kind of busy. But I'll give you a look at what we did last night. I really liked how we did an animatic rough of this sketch that I'm doing for YouTube Shorts. Oh, all these puppies! Aren't they so cute? Anyways. Yes, go do that. Okay, I'm gonna go eat breakfast so that my stomach stops growling. I'll see you next time. Thank you, zombie. Bye.